Whoa, what's up? What's up, everybody? This is Dejavu, and I am back, baby. Okay, so let's talk about what happened last night. All right, so I watched the whole season 10 of Rupaul Drag Race. It was a pretty interesting season. So let's fast forward up to the final four, which is Asia O'Hara, Cameron Michaels, Aquaria, and Eureka. They made the top four. So last night, at the end of the season, RuPaul get all the girls back, and they have like a reunion. All right, so last night all the girls were there, and they had the reunion, and of course, the biggest thing now is what they were talking about last night was Miss Vanjie. Miss Vanjie was the first one to exit off of the RuPaul Drag Race, and so she did her thing called Vanjie, 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 and it kind of went viral. And I mean, it did go viral. And so during the season, it would come RuPaul will make a little hint about Vanjie, Vanjie, Vanjie. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what really happened last night, what really went down. There were some issues, during the seasons with the Vixen and Eureka, the Vixen and Aquaria, the Vixen and a couple more girls. I'm not going to go and name everybody that, the Vixen, had an issue with. But I do want to say this. The Vixen came on saying that I'm here to fight. Now, I don't know whether that was just her tagline that she was saying, because all the girls have some type of tagline when they come in. So I don't know whether she was just saying that just to be, cute, or that was her tagline. But, the Vixen was getting into a lot of arguments with a lot of girls on the show from what I saw. Every season, there's going to be girls going to be, throwing shade and going to be catty with each other, and stuff like that. But for some reason, the Vixen was just, out there and over the top, and she had issues with that. The Vixen, she's from Chi-Town. Shout out to all my girls in Chi-Town. And Miss Vixen was not going to be taking any SHIT, because if you poke the monkey, you're going to fight the monkey. Or if you poke the bear, you're going to get a fight with the bear, as she would say. So the Vixen, most of the time, the Vixen had a lot of issues with Eureka. They've been going back and forth. They both wanted to get their voices heard. Eureka did provoke the Vixen at one time part on the season by saying something to her just to kind of like get her started, because Eureka knows that it doesn't take much to get the Vixen started. And of course, she had a couple of words with Aquaria, on the show as well. But I want to talk about, let's go ahead and just jump into it and talk about what happened last night. All right, so what happened last night? The Vixen, RuPaul was asking the girls, different questions. And then, they came around to the Vixen. And so she was asking the Vixen, how does she feel about Eureka? How does she feel about when she saw it, once the show was over, when she was off the show, how does she feel about it? And the Vixen was saying that, her boyfriend was saying that she was, a little bit over the top and, she could have, toned it down a little bit. But here's the thing. This is what happened last night. So the girls are going back, and RuPaul was going back and forth, with the Vixen and telling the Vixen, would you change something different if you didn't do that? And the Vixen was kind of like, no, I wouldn't change anything. I would have kept everything like it was. And so the Vixen felt like everybody was jumping on her and not, giving some of the other girls some of the slack as well, because, it takes two to tangle and two to fight. What RuPaul was saying, a lot of times, like, you don't have to react to something just because someone says that. And so the Vixen was not hearing that, honey. So the Vixen said that, I'm on here to tell all my fans that I appreciate them, all the support and everything. And she walks off. Oh, yeah, she walks off. Out of 10 seasons, I've never seen a queen walk off the set like the Vixen did last night. And so, of course, RuPaul went on about her business. And so Asia jumped in and was saying, that they could have said something, or somebody could have stopped her from going, or, well, I don't think Asia was trying to say stop her at the time, But Miss RuPaul, baby, she was not hearing it. She was like, no, I'm not going to go after her. RuPaul said, I'm that girl. I'm her. And RuPaul was saying that, you know, she's been discriminated against ever since she, you know, been alive. She was saying she was discriminated by the white people because she was black. She was discriminated by the black people because she was gay. And she was discriminated by the gay people because she was them. But RuPaul was saying, you know, that did stop her from being who she is today. And so it taught her a lot to learn about herself as, you know, growing and learning the industry and learning who she really is. Because a lot of times I feel like this, just because somebody provoke you, you don't have to jump off and go off at them all the time. And so I'm on RuPaul's side with this, as far as like the vixen didn't have to walk out. She could have just stayed there and said, okay, you know what? Maybe, you know, maybe I need a little help. Maybe I have a temper, or maybe she could have just owned up to who she was. And that probably could have helped her, you know, stay in the amongst of all the girls sitting there, you know. And Asia was saying, you know, that, you know, she couldn't understand why nobody didn't really try to stop her. But Miss Asia didn't see what the loans. Miss Asia didn't understand what was really going on, which she did. But she, you know, Miss Asia, she wanted to kind of help her, but that wasn't a time or a place to be trying to help or trying to stop anybody, you know, because that's a grown woman. Vixen is a grown person. She makes her own decision. Just like any of the girls that get on the show, there's going to be some confrontation. There's going to be some, you know, shade thrown, and there's going to be some reading. And so this part is part of the show. And so with that being said, I have never seen RuPaul go off any of his girls in the past 10 seasons of the show has been on. RuPaul has always tried to encourage the girls and motivate the girls in saying that they can be and do anything that they want to be. And the only reason that RuPaul brings each and every one of the girls on the show is because RuPaul sees something special in all of them. But it's up to them to take it to the next level. All right. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave that right there. Please leave a comment below and tell me how you feel about the RuPaul Drag Race reunion last night. And, you know, what is your, you know, what are your opinion about, you know, the Vixen and some of the other girls. But anyway, this is Dejavu. Thank you so much for tuning in. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am back, baby. This is my first time being back in a while. So I am so happy to be back with you guys and bring you more pop culture and anything else out there that needed to be talked about. And remember, don't forget to subscribe down below. And remember, always be you and be unique. Talk to you later, boo-boo.
Nice downward facing work.
After an accident, money can be really tight. That's why at Motley & Associates, we'll evaluate your case for free.
Okay, and stop.
Or use our online chat at motley.com.
There we go.
You pay no fee unless you win.
Stop.
He was charming and sweet and handsome.
Guys, I'm sorry if you're still tuning to this thing. I'm still not figuring out how to stop it because I'm using Chrome and not using my regular video, my regular browser. So I see stop there, but it's not stopping. I see it's still going. Cancel.
Closed captioning provided by.
Need fast pain relief that won't make a mess? Just kick and roll.
New Icy Hot Lidocaine No Mess. Desensitize aggravated nerves with max strength lidocaine.
Icy hot.
Oh, so that's why they call it.
Did I stop it? No, it's still going.
You can go whitewater rafting down. These guys hit that huge part of whitewater. They found some have a great time. You watch a couple of other boats take a stab at it. Everybody's still inside the raft, so we're all doing well. But did you see that one boat tip over and just everybody just came out like a can of worms? Yeah, funny you say that, because I'm about to get a much better view or something just like that. We got some swimmers skiing. Guy, though, instantly up onto the upside down raft. This guy handles the situation all pretty well. Ding, 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 ding. You see, he's counting off all the people that's supposed to be in the raft. Okay, everyone's there. Thumbs up, great. Now we're going to fix it. He quickly flips over the raft. Then you've got a place for everybody to get into. You see, this kayaker actually is out there with the guides as well. goes and fishes somebody out of the water for it. We see towards the end of the video they get half the people in there. I'm sure everybody figured it out. But I've got another video also from India, this time Rishikesh. It's relatively quiet, and then everybody's in the water. In this case, the guy gets back up on top of the upside down raft. But then, instead of correcting it, instead of writing it,